It's definitely something we could ask Georgie if he's got any Brouhaha
Stubby coolers.
stubby coolers. Yeah.
You were saying just before you've got a stubby cooler for different times of your life, and your life, and they remind you of different things.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your stubby cooler collection, mate.
So now it lives in the cupboard above the fridge, except for my fucking lucky one, which lives on the kitchen bench next to the change jar. That stubby cooler I found in Santa Barbara, driving the tractor around for work.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Is that a place in Australia?
Yeah, it's over at Saintry Cove. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In Queensland?
Yeah. Like, Saintry Cove is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go down and there's like the golf course there.
Yeah.
So instead of going into the Saintry Cove area, you turn left and go down there, and there's a big park and shit down there. Tom Tate lives down there. That's where his house is.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know where he lives, surely he's got a
he's down
couple
there
of enemies.
somewhere. But I found this. I pulled up. I was like, fuck, looks like a good stubby cooler. Picked it up. Fuck, that's loud.
That is loud. Hold on. Why is that not? Keep going.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah, and I fucking pull over, pick the stubby cooler up, turn it around, bro, and it's a fucking Penrith Panthers one. And I picked that up in 2019, and then we started coming good. So that's my lucky stubby cooler.
It was like it was meant to be.
And every time,
oh, okay.
Yeah, and every time I haven't had it, like when I take it to games and shit with me. Every time I don't have it, we lose.
Really?
Yeah. So that's the only one. That's the only one I drank out of. But yeah, I reckon I got about 30 stubby coolers, and I could probably tell you like where everyone's from, or who I've stolen it off, or who left it at my house.
I've only got a couple from Bruno Suits, and that was only as of recent. When big shout out to the boys, yeah. But I think it's something that we're gonna have to have on the pod. I could see some your mates podcast
stubby
coolers, bro. I was just saying to Jason before we went live. I was at BWS on the weekend. We're down at the Burley Hill, and I was thinking, man, like we got some cannies, but we need some stubby coolers. And I had a brain fart, couldn't even think of what it was called, and asked the cashier if I could have if he had any coasters. And he sort of looked at me, and anybody that knows the Burley area as well, it's right next to the Burley Hotel. Got coasters on fleet, but
yeah.
I didn't even mean coasters.
What was I going to say? Yeah, the old coasters. Yeah, you a coaster guy when you're at a pub?
I see. Yeah, I think so. You know me, bro.
You know that? Do you have any like mates that rock up and like put your drink under a coaster when you're at a table?
Yeah,
you know that fucking dude.
I'm not that guy. I mean, I'm going to be the guy that gives you one, and it's up to you whether or not you're going to be put the effort in.
Yeah, I'm fucking just thinking about it. It sort of grinds my gears. Like, yeah, I can do it. You could have just thrown it to me, or they'll come up like real smug and like lift your beer and put a coaster underneath it for you. It's like, bro, you could have just flicked it across the table. You didn't have to like get up and come lift my beer for me.
I get it. Yeah. I'm dripping everywhere.
Yeah, it's like trying to make the barmaid's jobs easier, but
I think that would be the only reason to that's the main reason for me having a coaster. Is that there's nothing worse than when you're sitting at the pub with the boys. Everyone's got drinks on the table, and you can just feel it just dripping on your leg.
Yeah, or the old the one where you there's that much fucking condensation on the table, and then some cunt goes and lays their phone down. Puts it in the cunt, and you're like, fuck.
Every time. It's not even my phone, but I feel like it's just, it is.
And then you get the old little fucking moisture bubbles in the camera and that sort of shit.
Every time. That reminds me, whenever I ask somebody to take a photo or whatnot, I'll always clean the lens.
Camera? Yeah.
Because the amount of time that the missus, we usually use her phone, and mate, she's all up in the oils. She loves the oils through the beauty salon that she owns. So she's always doing treatments through that. And I'm just like, what the fuck? How do you even use this phone? It's like slipping out of my hands. I'm trying to take the photo myself, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yuck. I can't even stand having fucking moisturizer on my hands, eh?
Really?
Yeah, I got to put that shit in front of the fan, or fucking swing them around, because it or having it on my feet, bro, actually fucking shits me, eh?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Moisturizer and socks. Ugh.
Oh.
Miss me with that shit.
Moisturizer and socks, that sounds like a sex scene.
Yeah. Poxiest sex scene you've ever seen, bro. Still slipping over with socks on.
Isn't that an American Pie?
No, I think he does a jerk off with the sock on, I think. Remember, and then he takes the sock off, and he's using the old It's when he's trying to watch the illegal channels, and his dad comes in, takes the pillow off his lap, and he's got a big sock on his cock, bro, trying to jerk off into it.
Just needed the moisturizer.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's going to lead us into our intro, brother. If you couldn't tell already, remember the name UFC 301. We had Bilal Muhammad take out the king, Leon Edwards.
Old Rocky.
Mate, obviously it was a different time over in the UK.
Dude, you know that fight was on at like 5 a.m.?
Yeah, which I'll get into once I sort of start spitting. But your initial takeaway from the event, mate, and what was your breakdown of some of the fights that happened?
Quickly, obviously, people listening, we are Bradless tonight, by the way.
Oh, yep.
Shout out to Bradley. He's couldn't organise the babysitter for his mother tonight, so couldn't get a hold of her. But he'll be back next week.
That's what happens when you have 4 kids, guys. Don't have them.
Yep, or have one real old, real young, and then have the older one look after the younger ones.
Some just can't help themselves.
There's got to be some maths to it there.
But the Togos, they do it well, and
Yep.
he's here in spirit. He will be. We might even try and give him a buzz when it comes to the Titans chat. But yeah.
Yep. But the UFC, I thought it was like a pretty decent card. Like the fights were actually all right. But that Bilal Muhammad fight with Rocky Edwards was fucking boring. Like it was exactly what we all thought it was going to be.
Was it boring because Bilal did what he did?
Yeah, he just did, like even Dana come out and said he's he's been training with Khabib, so you knew what to expect.
My takeaway from it was that it wasn't an inactive, boring fight. Leon wasn't kicking, bro.
He wasn't doing
Leon
shit.
wasn't doing anything, and I guess Bilal gets a lot of hate from the style that he fights with. But at the end of the day, that's more entertaining than a heavy wrestling dominant. There was a bit of wrestling in it, don't get me wrong. There's lots of grappling and clinch game, but he was working his striking too, and he wasn't pressing back at all. He just kept pressing forward, moving forward, and Leon just couldn't find any shots at all.
But he just, like, every time he would press him back to the cage, he wouldn't try and circle out. He would just fucking stand there,
wait for Bilal to
let him back
off.
him up, and then let him take him down. I was like, fuck.
Which,
And
yeah.
then when he's on the ground in the last 30 seconds, he finally rolls over and beats it, like, ground and pounds the fuck out of
Bro,
him.
he
busts
cuts
his
him
nose.
over. He cuts him open.
First elbow.
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck was this the other
And
4
then he
rounds?
stops elbowing him.
Yeah.
It was a weird fight.
I don't know if he was off, if the fucking 5 a.m. start was fucking him up, or
All right, here's my take on this whole thing.
it's like getting up early for work doing that though. I feel if you're already locked into the English time.
But guess what, bro? There's laborers, there's hard
That's what
working
I'm
fellas that
saying.
do that every day of the week.
Yeah, that's
you
what
got to
I'm
do
saying.
it for one fight, and you use that as like not even an excuse, just a reason.
Yeah.
And not only that as well, he was the one begging for the fight to be in England. If you don't like fighting at that time, bro, why are you requesting to fight in your home country at that time?
Yeah, well, Paddy Pimblett got it done, didn't he?
Exactly, bro.
Tommy Aspinall got it
Tom
done.
Aspinall. There was another UK bloke that got over on the card as well, one of Tom's mates.
Yeah.
And that's my whole thing, bro, is that Leon's very quick to go to bring up the time and everything, but it's your home country, man. And you had plenty of time to prepare for that. And you were underprepared. You overlooked Bilal Muhammad. I think that he easily won that first fight. And then the second fight comes along, and Bilal has improved immensely since their last bout. And the way that he did it, the way that Bilal did it, I've got nothing against Bilal after that, man. Like, he shut a lot of the haters up. And if you don't like that style, come and I guess nullify it.
Yeah, I don't know if he quietened a lot of the haters. I think he fucking probably made it worse with some people.
Which is
Like,
wild because he performed. That was the best fight I've seen him fight.
he's just
From an take away the
yeah. He's like I
the
feel
bias.
like he's like just like an unlikable dude.
He very much so.
Like he's just, I don't know, he's just a fuck. Like even his cringe shit, bro. He's like, yeah, headshot dead. It's like, why are you using your opponent's line at the press con, like the weigh-in, dude? Like,
There's certain fighters that do it though. Triple C, Marab Davashvili. There's a couple of dudes that sort of play on that.
Triple C's fucking cringe, isn't he?
Aljamain Sterling.
But Triple C, he's like started wearing that gold medal out. Like it's actually like starting to wear away like a tablet dissolving, bro. He's like, he flogs the shit out of that gold medal, eh?
Yeah, bro, that's his claim to fame.
Like, and he's got the shittest haircut. Fuck, his hair does my head in, bro. Looking at his hair sticking up straight and shit, like, oh. He's just one I could never get around, eh?
Especially after he lost to DJ the first time, quite badly, and then come back. And I still don't think that. I remember watching that DJ fight, bro, and Demetrius Johnson's one of my favorite fighters of all time. And to see him lose a close victory like that, my whole thing is when you see like John Jones nut out a victory like that against like Thiago Santos and Dominic Reyes and guys like that, he gets the nod. But then Demetrius Johnson, you could argue
they wanted him out, but
they did. They traded him straight away for literally somebody who Dana said that they would never get into the UFC, and they did it. Ben Askren. Who ended up, I mean, they probably bought a lot of eyes for the wrong reasons, and they've now got a replay on replay, literally, of Ben Askren and Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, it's probably the quickest knockout ever.
Yeah.
What is it, 5 seconds? But it was actually 3 because he fucking rocked him straight away.
Handy.
But
so that was obviously the main event. We also had the co-main event: Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades.
2 words: early stoppage.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so, bro. I think he saved them for further damage.
I don't reckon he was taking much. He just, if you see, Aspinall had his hips over his, so he couldn't really move or turn. And Aspinall's a fucking big dude.
Yep.
And he wasn't really hitting him that fucking clean when he was on the ground.
I felt like there wasn't really anywhere for Curtis to go from there. And when you're flattened out on your back with the 200 and
no, he was on his stomach, remember?
Sorry, on his stomach. Flattened out with a 250 dude, and they were unanswered shots. You can't throw punches while you're on your stomach.
Yeah.
So the technicalities is that you need to intelligently defend yourself, and I guess laying down like that.
Yeah, I think maybe just a couple more seconds to see if he could have got some work in, maybe got a roll scrambles. Or something.
Yep.
But I guess we don't know now.
Nah, I think it still would have delayed the inevitable at the end of the day. We all knew that
not
Tom
Blade would have won, but I just think bit early though.
And we still would have liked to see it go on a little bit longer because it was only a minute into the very first round.
Yeah, fuck, it was 2 in a row, eh? Old Paddy Pimblett as well. Paddy the Batty, fucking doing what he does. Now he's a ranked fighter, number 15.
That shocked me, but good on Paddy, man. I've been against Paddy pretty much since the beginning.
I've been on the train, eh? As soon as he come in, I was on that train. Yeah,
I love the hype that he brings and all that stuff. There was just a few excuses that he gave after a couple of fights where it pushed me away, but man, Paddy impressed me.
Bro, he had that guillotine locked in before he hit the fucking ground and then got it into the triangle.
And
it's so fucking quick. So
I
impressive.
thought live that he broke King Green's arm.
Oh, that's what I was like. Are you what? I wasn't sure if you're actually watching it.
Yeah, I was watching it.
Or if you just read it on a thing, Bobby Green got his arm broken.
Because I just saw his elbow go pop afterwards as well. I was like, fuck, he just choked him out and then went pop, broke his arm at the same time.
Because I think the way he had him, he was staring in his face and you could tell he was out. But then when he pulled the arm back, you could tell he wasn't fully cranking it. He sort of just had it out past straight a little bit.
He easily could have.
Oh, he could have snapped it easy, bro. But yeah, Bobby Green. And then you look at the camera angle of his face, bro, and he's looks like a corpse, bro. He's just fucking out, bro. Eh? But yeah, they both talked that shit, and then Paddy got it done.
First time he's been submitted in since 2009, I believe as well. So 15 years. So a massive win for Paddy the Batty, and I'm really intrigued to watch him fight some ranked fighters now. He's got me invested into a couple of his fights. So
I reckon he'll jump up pretty quick, eh?
I think they'll give him a pretty good test soon.
The hype train, they love that money for those big name fight, or the big hype fighters like that.
I guess the only other thing that I would say about that is that obviously Bobby Green is a stand-up fighter, but to be dropping your hands in the first round, I get dropping the hands in the third round once you got a little bit of confidence, once you've found the flow and you've built into it. But to be doing that first up off the bat, he just overlooked Paddy, and that's what Paddy does really well is he lives up to the pressure. He will capitalize on opportunities and mistakes that you make. And he's sure enough, when was the last time we seen Bobby Green shoot for a takedown? That was weird.
Oh, even just the way he did it too, it just looked awkward as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a fully committed one, and it wasn't like he was hurt either. It was just like he hugged his legs. So.
Yeah, he's like, oh, did you need a kiss on the knee, bro? Fuck.
Bit of an interesting one, but and then I guess the only other fight on the card as well was the Manel Karp and Makayev fight. Did you watch that?
Oh, is that the one?
Early prelims. Yeah, I mean,
Dude, was that the two little fellas?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that was a fucking load of
They had to
shit.
get security in between them.
50 people in the ring before the fight
Multiple
started. They
times.
come out and they're just like,
They're just fencing.
just doing nothing, bro. I
Yeah.
was like, come on, man. You guys like, and then old mate fucking breaks his toe. Old mate tries to pull his fucking pants down and shit.
Yeah,
like,
what was that? And how aggressive was the referee with that? He was just like, oi, listen to me. If you do that again, it's like either take a point or don't, bro. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? His dad?
Bro, that's Mike Beltran, cunt. He's the
Yeah,
boss.
I get it. Assert your authority, but
He's
he was
a
talking to
unit,
him like he
though.
was his fucking dad.
How
bro.
big did he look compared to him, though? I was like, bro, he'll pick you up and fucking slam you, bro.
I love to see the photo, but like with him just going off. Like, surely there's some photos of Beltran just fucking
I
screaming.
want to
at him.
see. I want the UFC to let him have the mustache back out.
Oh, they make him tuck it in the shirt.
Yeah, because it's a fucking health and safety hazard. Because there's a picture
It's a
of
trip
him.
hazard, bro.
Yeah, it is. There's a picture of him like leaning down, like getting ready to like call a
a fight.
fight.
Yeah.
and his mustache touching the ground. So now it's a fucking trip hazard. Bro, I guarantee he's had that mustache longer than the UFC's been going. And I guarantee he's tripped on it 0 times. Like, fuck.
I don't even think it's a trip hazard for him, though. I think it's a trip hazard for the fighters as well.
Probably.
Could you imagine if he's just like bending over, like half squatting, getting down to a fight, and then all of a sudden he falls over?
Yeah.
They look back on the slow-mo replay and he's tripped over his own mo.
It looks like, it kind of reminds me of, Davy Jones from Pirates of the
Pirates.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
I've just started watching those again. Watched the first 2. Start going on the 3rd one tonight when I get home.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I love old Davy Jones. Good,
I
good
watched,
actor.
I watched pretty hardcore until I think the 3rd or 4th Pirates of the Caribbean, and then I sort of
The
thought I was too cool
fourth
for it,
one
but
I
it
didn't
also-
mind, but the
yeah.
3rd one was good, like that original 3, that original trilogy. But then they
Yeah.
got like Salazar's Revenge or some shit. It's like fuck.
Yeah, it gets a
It's like
little
don't need to Fast and Furious every fucking movie.
bit- Yeah, Hundy, bro.
Like they're just making them because they can.
Yeah.
They keep giving them money.
And like, same, what about the Avengers? Didn't
Oh.
they just release something else?
Oh,
I don't
Deadpool.
follow it, but
Oh, actually, I was going to talk about this. Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, bro, it is fucking unreal. It is so fucking good. And it broke the record for highest grossing weekend for an R-rated movie. 480 million or something in the opening weekend.
as an action comedy, would you say?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah.
fucking. Have you seen the other Deadpools?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like that, but it's probably better.
Yeah,
It's probably
okay.
better than the other 2.
because I've seen they've been doing a bit of a promo run and whatnot, but
There was that. So I watched that on Thursday night, which was fucking amazing. And then on the weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, which is like the big one where they release lots of Marvel shit for the movies upcoming. They did the release for who's playing Victor Von Doom in the new Fantastic Four and the new Avengers movies.
and for non-Avengers fans, what does that sort of?
It's pretty big day for comic book pop culture nerds.
Like, does no one know who this dude is because he
Victor Von Doom.
Yep.
Nah, he's like probably one of the more badass fucking villains in the movies. So they were supposed to be having Avengers Kang, but then the Kang dude actor fucking bashed his wife and shit. So they just scrapped that all together. Now they're having this other movie now called Doomsday. And Victor Von Doom fucking comes out. There's like 20 of them on stage, takes his mask off, fucking bang. It's Robert Downey Jr.
Oosh, Iron Man.
And then he comes out and he takes.
Wait, how is he Iron Man?
No, he's playing Victor Von Doom as well. So he takes the Von Doom mask off, and then he like gets his microphone, and he's like, what did he say? New mask, same task. And I was like, fuck, because he auditioned for Victor Von Doom in the original Fantastic Four in 2005 and didn't get it.
Okay, so is Von Doom
He's a big
villain in the Fantastic
Fantastic
Four?
Four, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I
so-
have seen him.
Yeah. So, but actually, the guy who got
Jessica
it,
Alba Fantastic Four?
yeah, that one.
Ooh,
So the guy who played Von Doom in that is
sick.
actually
Yeah, okay.
Julian McMahon or whatever his name is. He's an Australian guy. He used to live on the Gold Coast. That's where he's from.
True.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All
Got
right.
to nerd out a bit this weekend, so I was
Handy.
happy.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to lead us into our sponsors and partners. G'day, mates, and welcome back to another episode. I just want to say a massive thank you to the regular listeners that constantly listen to all of our episodes. We have well and truly passed the 1,000 downloads mark, which is a huge milestone for us. We're still under 50 episodes, which we sort of set as our benchmark to be able to sort of live up to the standards.
Yep.
And we're almost halfway there. So all the love and appreciation that we've been getting throughout all of our social media and the listens, we really do appreciate it. While we're on that, if you aren't already, head over to our TikTok, Your Mates Podcast, as well as Facebook. It's the same thing. And over on Instagram at your.mates.pod, you'll find a lot of the things that we're referencing and talking about. You'll also see a lot of highlights and sports clips, especially around the rugby league, and lots of stuff that we obviously think that you guys will enjoy. That will lead into our major. Well, I can't even say. Well, yeah, they're our major sponsor, Brouhaha Brewery. I see
Brewery?
every time, bro. Brewery.
It's because of the Brouhaha, I think, at the start.
But it's also I also get halfway through brewing, and then also go. I got to say brewery.
Brewery.
Just say brewery.
Imagine being
Jesus.
imagine being on a beer tour at their joint trying to tell some cunt where you are.
I think
shit faced on their beers. It'd be horrible.
What I want to hear from next week's voicemails is you guys greeting us with Brouhaha Brewery.
Yeah, tongue twister.
That's actually a lot easier than what I was trying to say.
Also, shout out to the YouTube viewers.
Andy, we've been getting a bit of love over
starting
there.
to roll those over a little bit too. So thanks.
Big shout out to Simo for, I guess, pushing us in that direction as well.
Yeah, he loves it.
And
he's a very he's a visual guy. Loves
dude.
it.
And again, guys, if the audio version is not doing it for you, head over to our YouTube. You get the same quality of audio plus some 720p footage as well.
If you want to see these ugly mugs.
Yep. Speak for yourself, Jace. Again, going back to Brouhaha Brewing, a massive shout out to them. Make sure that you go over to their social media and check them out. They are supplying us with the juice tonight. The Golden Ale.
The local lagers.
We are the only New South Welshmen on the podcast, and we are happily drinking the Queensland beer. So
Queensland owned and brewed.
There we go.
Delicious.
While we're on the shout-outs, again, if you aren't already, make sure that you sign up to TopSport using the promo code YourMates with a capital Y. That will ensure that you get exclusive odds to our markets. We put up a special last week, which we'll sort of talk about when we get into the NRL. But we constantly have specials going up through there. And once again, if you reference back to our social media, you'll see what is happening. Again, make sure that you go out and show your support to TopSport by downloading the app and signing up using Your Mates promo code YourMates with a capital Y. All right. I actually felt half decent doing that one.
That was smooth. I was going to say that at the end there. It rounded off nicely.
I was over-preparing earlier in my own head. A little bit more on the UFC chat before we move on to a bit of Olympics and then into the NRL. So stay tuned for that, guys. But the first part, I know you wanted to bring this up, was the UFC Sphere. The Mexican Independence Week. Yep. Sorry, not.
Is it Noche? Is that how you say it?
Noche. Mexican Independence Week at the Sphere in Las Vegas. They released their ticket sales.
3,000 for the shittest seat.
Is that USD as well?
Yep.
So what? Three and a half Australian $1,000. And do you know how many seats?
It'd be more than that. It'd be like 4,000 something. Like yeah, I think it's like 70 cents different or something.
And
okay, I've got a converter. I'll have a look.
All right, let's have a look at the converter. While we go through that, obviously the Las Vegas Sphere is an absolutely amazing venue. It's the first time that they are debuting.
$4,612.08 Australian.
Jesus, would you spend it? If you had it.
Yeah, if I had
it, I would.
If I had it, yeah, fucking oath. Because that's like fuck.
If I didn't know jamming too Andy, I would.
It's going to be a one-off because Dana's like, yeah, it's too fucked trying to organise it. Like but he's gonna. Because I think that was the thing I wanted to talk about when you said, how do you think it's going to be the greatest of all time? But I think the show itself,
being
not the card, obviously, but the show itself. And I reckon the card's fucking decent anyway.
I think as well, even from a viewing perspective from home, you're still going to see a lot of different things that they're going to be rolling out. So,
dude, I reckon they're just going to do something crazy.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see the fans' perspective from the venue as well. And how they're going to portray it. Like, do you reckon that they're going to portray the fight happening up on the Sphere? So you got 360-degree views. Do you think they're going to get a camera angle in there to make it look like you're that you're fighting first person?
But yeah. I feel like that would be like a distraction. Imagine if you're like fighting there and then there's like a fucking 45-foot tall you on the screen behind you.
We've seen what it does to Reece Walsh.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck.
He gets lost in his own eyes.
Not hard though.
Yeah,
He does have.
don't blame him.
He does have a good, and the lashes blinking over the top.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, he can't help himself.
But I guess the UFC have got Sugar Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili headlining that.
I'm actually keen as for that fight.
Either fighter, not Mexican though.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. Is he? I can't even remember who else is
Mexican
on the card.
Independence Week when they've got Canelo Alvarez
It's
fighting
on the same night.
Yeah, dude.
Did you remember he had to wait
Yeah,
at his
yeah,
last
that
other fight that was on the same time as Vegas?
Yeah.
Fuck,
So,
poor cunt.
It'll be interesting, but again, I assume that also, $3,000 being the most nosebleed seats, you're still going to get a spectacular view, and there might even also be like packages and certain things that we're also not aware of. So there's probably some T's and C's that apply to a lot of those, but I guess the initial thought when people were trying to get tickets to the event is just like, whoa, 4.5.
I reckon it'll still sell out.
It should, bro. Yeah.
Like, imagine, and we're looking up the seats the other day. It's got like fucking, I think it's 1,500 seats less than the Perth Arena, which is crazy when you think like it doesn't look that big.
Well, I guess in the same conversation too, you've got the NRL in Las Vegas next year. So if you had the opportunity to go to the two, flights and everything included, where you going?
Fuck, that's a big one, eh? Maybe the UFC.
He's still going to pick the UFC.
Because it's going to be a one-off. Because he's already said he's not doing it again, so...
That's early stages. Dana always said that he would never have women fight in the UFC.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
So, I mean...
I was just about to say he's a man of his word, but then, like, he is with some shit and isn't with other shit, so...
Money talks, bro.
Yeah.
And
it depends if it pays off. Like, if he gets a fuckload of traction and a heap of views, I reckon he'd probably do, like, one a year there maybe or something.
Oh, it's got to make sense, like, yeah. But surely the spectacle as well will bring a lot more eyes and hopefully see the return of investment for them. But haven't seen too much promotion into it yet, but we'll probably see some coming into it.
Surely the Sphere'd be rocking that, every day they'd have the Sphere roll around with the Noche thing on it and all that Aztec stuff, you know? Because have you seen some of the shit they've had on it? Like
some
pretty
pretty cool.
the big eyeball and
Yeah.
like imagine being like fucking off your guts on acid or mushrooms or something. You open your fucking window in Vegas and you look out and just see this big fucking eyeball staring at you.
Imagine being in it as well while all that shit's going on. Like I see some crazy shows in there, and I'm like, holy! I feel like I'm high just watching it.
Did you see the video of old mate ripping a cone in there? Snuck a billy in, and he was like right up top, bro, and like he's like, yeah, go, and his mate's like fucking blows it out, bro. And then like you're looking at it, and I was like, dude, I'd fucking lose my mind just even having a cone in there.
Sick.
And then he got kicked out and banned for life.
Oh,
I was like, fuck, that's a bit rough.
I mean, it's one thing going ahead and doing it, another thing posting it.
Yeah,
and
well, I think
bragging about it. That's probably what put him in this.
in the poor bloke. But would have been worth. At least you could say you've had a cone in the Sphere.
Cone in the Sphere is that the name of the pod? Alrighty, that's going to move us on from the Sphere chat and into a little bit of Olympics chat. Obviously, we've had the Paris Olympics kickoff. I guess we'll go back to the very start, the opening ceremony. There's a lot of controversial takes on it.
What do you think?
Me, I've been waiting for this question. No one's asked me this yet.
Did you like it?
No, no, bro.
Well, you didn't like that? I fucking thought the metal band was fucking awesome in the castle, bro. That was fucking sick.
Yeah, but
first heavy metal band to headline a fucking opening ceremony. The music was actually good.
I feel
like
it
depends if you're a metal fan or not.
100%. And again, it's a bit of a different thing, but just the way that you're broadcasting to a mainstream audience. You're also broadcasting to millions of kids and people all over the world. You think in Africa and Uganda and all that sort of stuff, they're all going to be hard. They're all going to be like
trying to do a backflip,
head knocking and bloody like. I feel like you could with the opening ceremony, there could be plenty of different ways that you can do it. That way, I don't know. There was a lot of referencing. Like I was unsure what the fuck was going on. There was lots of CGI involved as well, and it was almost just like, what is the point of this? It was almost just like hurry up and get to lighting the
torch.
Yeah. I like that they brought in Snoop Dogg at the beginning and stuff like that. But
yeah, he's like. Do you think Snoop Dogg's just like not even Snoop Dogg anymore? He's just playing like a caricature of himself.
Well, he's doing all the side quests, and he is absolutely acing them.
Bro, how much do you reckon he got paid for?
What did I see him doing? He was fencing the other day.
Yeah, nice.
I saw him fencing.
I seen a video of him today fucking getting swim lessons with Michael Phelps. And he's wearing an American flag dressing gown to go to the pool.
And he's done UFC training.
Yeah.
He's commentary.
Is he doing jiu-jitsu with
Bro, find me
Wiz
someone.
Khalifa, is it? Him and Wiz were doing it?
Yeah.
Working out in the gym and shit. And they're two skinny blokes that just
Stoners.
won't put on size.
They're stoners.
But they're shredded to death, bro. It's like, fuck.
It is absolutely insane.
Can't not love Snoop Dogg, though. He's got to be like probably one of the most liked people in the world, right?
Oh,
Probably why he was there.
I think him and try and find me someone else. Tell us a little bit about the Jess Fox canoe as well.
Oh, won the K1 finally, got the gold medal. I think she got, I'd have to look it up. I can't remember. I think she got two bronze and a silver in the last 3 Olympics. Now she got a gold. Penrith girl, New South Wales girl, all the Blues photos coming out, her in a Blues kit, her in the Panthers kit. I mean, the Olympics for me, I don't get around it too much lately. I haven't really since like London, I think, but it's good seeing the Aussies get up, like regardless, I'll fucking back the Aussies, even over the Kiwis. That's why I'm backing Stephen Ershag over Kaikara France, but don't tell Ben. But good on her though. It's fucking stoked to see her finally get the gold. Surely she retires after this one.
Former New South, former NRLW player as well.
Oh, is she? She actually?
What, Jess Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. She was New South Wales Blues.
Yeah, shit, eh?
Penrith girl too.
I know she's from Penrith.
Was that?
Because we only just got.
Did she just have photo shoot in her gear?
Yeah. She's just a fan. I'm pretty sure she wasn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she didn't play because
you're kidding up like that. You'd assume that she's being the athlete that she is as well.
Well, I think she got the photo with the Panthers guys last year. She was wearing the Pink Panthers jersey.
Yeah, you haven't seen the Blues?
Yeah, I've seen the Blues one as well. Yeah,
she's sitting there like Brian Tor, flexing her traps.
Maybe just staunching. I don't know, showing off those big gold medal fucking traps, bro.
Yeah, she'll have a few to add to that, and I believe she's also competing in a couple more events where she has the opportunity to win gold as well.
Yeah, sick.
But man, I never knew fucking kayaking was that cool as well.
Oh, the dudes.
The dudes. Mate, out.
Oh, sorry.
Right, back out, boy.
Oh, hey, dude.
Too much going on, buddy.
Oh, he'll be on me.
Yeah, he's just come back from the park.
Nice. Hey, Charlotte.
Hey, wife. Hey. Yeah, he opened it himself. With the Olympics.
I love that he opens it and he's got like no nose, like no pointy nose to get his little nose, like his nose into the crack to open the door.
Could you imagine having to open doors with like just by pushing your face into it and then just swiping?
Bro, I've got a huge nose, so it wouldn't be that hard.
Done it a couple of times by accident.
Yeah. Yeah, I got asked if I was Jewish the other day. Just because of the size of my nose, and I'm like, fuck, not last time I checked, but
I've been thrown out the Jewish ones too with the they call me Armitage. Is it Armitage? Amish beard.
It's probably because you got no mo, bro. The Amish have no Amish don't have, they grow beards and no mows.
Thanks for rubbing it in, bro. I actually went to go trim because when you get the mo over the lip and
the bits that go into your mouth,
and even by habit I just end up like putting it in my mouth.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to trim it. So I went. And I'm lining it up, bro, and I'm lining it up, and I never do it because every time I go to the barber and the barber just does it for me. But and as you know, I usually go every week, but I haven't been as of recently. So I went to go line up my beard in the mirror, bro, and I'm so focused on it that I'm not looking at the other corner of where the razor is, and I just fully like cut it in half, bro, and I've like almost gone full Hitler. And I'm like, oh my God. And as we mentioned earlier on, because Jason was speaking about doing Movember, I mentioned to you, I haven't shaved this in like 12 years.
Like,
you gotta longer.
You don't even shave it, bro. You got clippers.
Yeah, I got clippers. I got Manscaped.
Just clip that shit off, bro. It'll comes back quick. I couldn't grow a mustache till I was 24.
When I was, really?
Yeah, took 8. It's because it's red, bro. That's why.
What do you mean? Red hair.
Yeah, the mustache is red, bro. Took 8. I was like a proper neck beard, bro.
Is that? If you go short with your hair, do you go red? Are you rank?
Nah, that's the only thing that's not red. Everything else is like fair skin, furry ginger arms, bro. Like red beard, red mustache, everything else. And then it's just my head hair is dark because my dad's got black hair.
Descendant of Todd Smith.
Yuck.
But yeah, I ended up fucking taking half them off, and the missus goes, oh no, you just got to even it out on the other side. So I had to get the other, and I had to try and fuck up the other side, but evenly, and I don't know. But as you mentioned, no mo. So that's probably the Amish reference.
My clippers ran out the other night halfway through, so I had to fucking sit there and wait for him to charge. Look retarded, bro, because I had like this bit here, and then I had like a big patch here. And
Just
then
leave
rest.
it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, why did I do that? Like, I should have checked. I heard it was flat. I was like, I might be able to do it quickly, and yeah, couldn't.
When I was younger, I got told that if you shave your facial hair, it grows back faster. So I've been shaving since, 12 years old. And then the one time that I stopped, it finally started to grow. So I haven't touched it since then, but I'll have to try a few different techniques, I reckon. What do we say?
Chuck us a beer, bro.
Yeah, bah.
Thanks. Yeah, we're talking about the Olympics. What have you been watching? What have you been enjoying watching?
You know what I watched the other night was the... Do you want a cold one?
I'm easy, bro.
They're pretty cold anyway.
Are you about to say skateboarding?
No. I don't mind skateboarding.
It's actually been pretty good.
Well, I watched Shane O'Neill the other night. I think he's about 35 years old.
Fuck.
Yeah, big shout out to the bro. I mean, not many of us are doing that, but I think, I was speaking to a couple of dudes earlier on in the week, and maybe 5-10 years ago, he would have been, easily a gold medalist. But watching him compete, he was a little bit older, and he sort of just stuffed up the first two tricks of his run, and you only get like 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's fucking.
So he was almost just defeated by the time that you sort of get going. But that was the only, I guess, skating that I've seen. Have you seen a little bit more?
Yeah, I was watching some of the park stuff the other day, man. Fuck, these kids, bro. They're like 12, 11 years old.
11 years old from Japan.
Yeah, he's the youngest Olympian ever. And like,
surely there's legal things involved there. Like, what the?
I suppose it doesn't matter. Like, if you're doing
I guess if you're beating everybody else,
like, because that little the other girl from China, the one who did the 900 in front of Tony Hawk, she was like the youngest girl to do it. She was like 11 when she did it. I think she's like 13 now. Did a 900, bro. And Tony Hawk's like, bro, it took me like couldn't do one until I was 24 or some shit.
That's hectic.
It's like, fuck. Because he did, I think he did the first one at the X Games or something.
Yeah.
But
and
insane.
even I guess they're the younger athletes. There's also an older skateboarder who competed with Tony Hawk. American dude.
Oh fuck, what's his name? I just seen Tony Hawk post about that the other day too. It's not Rodney Mullen, is it?
Oh, really?
It's not him, is it?
I don't know.
Dude,
I only heard it through Jan down there.
He would fucking kill everyone. He's still so good.
So sick. I know Niger Houston was competing.
Oh yeah.
But I think he landed bronze. Another American got second. I think a Japanese dude got first.
Bro, the Asian countries like China, Japan, those sort of places, bro, they're so good at that skateboarding shit. Like the younger, like they must just be taking it on over there like crazy, eh?
Well, you know what it is, bro, is that they don't know any different. So there's no fear with trying new tricks and trying to push the boundaries because, again, if you got, let's say, Shane Young I think it was Shane Young. No, that's the fighter. But it might be the same name. But this, if somebody who's 40-year-old skating, he's second guessing himself if he does stuff up the first trick.
But if he also gets busted, he could be done.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot more at risk. There's probably a job that he's got to come back to at home and stuff. But whereas when you're 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, bro, the world is your oyster, and you don't have as much responsibility, and you're not thinking about the situation as much. So there is that no fear attitude, and they're going out and fucking killing it.
Do you remember like your first buster on your bike when you didn't give a shit? Like riding up half pipes and shit that was way too big for you, but you'd do it and you're like, holy fuck, I can do this all day. And then you'd have like an absolute smacker of a crash, and then you'd like
multiple. Do you remember yours?
Yeah, bro. I thought I fucking broke my ass, bro. rode up this it was like a wave quarter pipe, so it had a ramp right next to it, and then the quarter pipe fucking hooked around, and it was quite steep. So I was like, fuck. They're like, yeah, just fucking go as fast as you can. You'll get straight up it. I'm like, no worries. I'm fucking hauling ass along this, down the ramp and across the whole skate park up this quarter pipe. I get up and I'm fucking that high in the air, and I was like, holy shit. And I land straight down on the back tire, and I just like, I couldn't hold on. I hit the ground that hard. I just slid off the handlebars straight onto my ass on the ground, bro. I couldn't fucking breathe. I couldn't cry. I couldn't do anything. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, And then when I finally got my breath back because I winded myself, I just like fucking start bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, holy fuck, I think I broke my ass. And I'm like 10, bro. And my mates are all like laughing at me and shit. And I got on my bike and I had to ride standing up the whole way home because I couldn't sit on my bike because my ass was so sore from fucking. I actually thought I broke my ass bone, bro. I was like, fuck.
Oh shit,
Bro, I didn't go to the skate park for like a month.
Oh,
Could not live it down, eh?
I have never done that before, but I can feel it and I can see it.
Oh,
and just
I think that was my first proper winding.
You don't even bounce; you just go boom.
Yeah, yeah. I like as soon as like I hit the ground with the wheel, hands just fucking could not hold on. I hit it that hard, just shattered my ass, bro.
I've had a couple. I'll try and go through them as quickly as I can. But I remember first time, just to put into perspective, I have two brothers, and both of them were daredevil. Bloody scooter, BMX, everything like that. They rode with Logan Martin, who's competing in the Olympics at the moment.
Oh, man.
Won gold in the last BMX of the Olympics. But yeah, I was at the skate park with them, and I dropped into a quarter pipe. I dropped into a quarter pipe on my brand new Razor scooter. As I got halfway down the quarter pipe, I realized I was probably going to lose balance, so I tried to put my feet down.
Oh.
Brand new Razor scooter. The tail end of it comes completely whipping around as if I've done a tail whip, and it goes smack, crang, and absolutely slices my ankle open to the bone.
That's why they're called razors, eh? Fuck, them things used to suck, bro.
And because you know when you get like dinged in the side of the ankle and it's just a stinger, and you're like, oh my fucking god, bro.
It doesn't go away, bro.
Yep.
Kick the cunt as much as you want.
It's still there half an hour later. But yeah, I did that, but it just did not sting. It just went straight through and it sliced through like butter. I had to go get surgery and everything on it. But that was one of them. Second one was another one where we were doing BMX bike jumps. And have I spoken about this one on the potty before?
Don't know.
Okay. I'll leave that one. But this was when I was training for it. And anyway, I was down at the Coomera bike jumps with my brothers and my dad, and we're going through the bike jumps. And I didn't realize that they designed them so that you pretty much just roll down them and go over them, and you're going to get speed.
Yeah.
I was trying to compete with my brothers and go faster and everything like that. So every time I'd hit a down ramp, I'd start pedaling.
Yeah.
And I'd get even more speed. Got to the last two jumps, bro, and absolutely cleared the last jump, went on to the second one and completely cased it. Just got too much air. All I remember is going over the top of the handlebars, and that was it. I remember waking up on the ground, and my whole my brothers and my dad are all sobbing. And I was like, I'm just waking up, I'm like, what just went on? They're like, oh my God, I thought you were dead. We all thought that you were dead. And I'm like, oh, right, fucking whatever. Turns out I was knocked unconscious for half an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
I would have been about 12, 13 years old. We called the ambulance to sort of just make sure everything was okay. And I was like, oh, I got a sore head. I got a bit of a sore arm or whatnot. But they did a few checks and go, no, he's okay. 2 days later, I'm like complaining to mum and dad, like I'm so sore, like my head, all this sort of stuff. They take me to the hospital to get me checked out. I got a facial fracture, broken arm. There was 3 or 4 more things that were wrong with me. And I was just like, the fact that, the ambulance took an hour or so, because again, I'd been knocked out for half an hour already.
Yeah.
They called the ambo straight away. It took about an hour for them to come out, only for them to just clear me and go, you're sweet. Then, find out facial fracture, concussion. I was having seizures on the ground. Obviously knocked out and broken arm. And it was one of those shit breaks where it was right on my wrist, but I ended up having to have the whole cast on.
Yuck.
So I remember, it stopped me from playing footy for a bit. I do have another one, but it's probably not as good as that. But yeah.
That's you did a number on yourself, eh?
Yep. And that was the end of me riding bikes and bike jumps. I just went, tuck the footy under the arm and play a bit of Xbox. I'm sweet.
Yeah. One that I done, like I said, like you have your big crash and you learn from it.
Yeah.
Bro, I reckon there's 3 times in a row where I rode off things that were too high, didn't pull the bike back far enough, just went over the handlebars and ate shit. Did it 3 times, bro, in 1 year. Tried to ride off one of those big green power boxes out the front of your house. Did that, fucking ate shit. Tried to drive off a garden bed, ate shit. And there was another one I did. And I ate shit, bro. And then I was like, fuck, maybe I should probably stop doing these.
You know, it's like real amateur, but you know when you like ride over the curb and you see dudes do it and they just fly across it and make it look so easy? Yeah. I remember doing that when I was younger and I had no speed. So I was riding my Huffy, and I went to go just off the curb, bro, and I was standing up when I did it, but I didn't like pull back that half a little bit that you sort of need to, and I ended up losing my foot on the pegs and cracked my nuts straight on the bar in front of me, and just like fully ate shit. Had gravel rash. I had gravel all in my knee, and I just stand up and I'm like, what the fuck? You see guys just flying through all the time doing that.
Two things I was actually good at though: riding my bike with no hands. Could ride all the way across Warwick.
One
with
of
no
those
hands,
guys. Yeah.
And riding
Monos?
downstairs, bro.
Riding downstairs.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I could ride down like full flights of stairs. That was
way.
one other. If I tried it now, it'd
Party
probably,
trick.
Yeah. Hey guys, you got a push bike? Check this out. Like, fucking eat shit now. But, yeah, but no, I miss riding bikes all day. That was fun as a kid.
One other thing that I don't even know if I want to bring this up because we're on a good roll, but it does dampen a little bit. But did you see that in the Olympics they've got the Netherlands volleyball player who's a convicted
The
R-word
dude.
and pedophile?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that flies.
Bro.
There's fucking 12-year-olds.
As we
in the
mentioned, there's
Olympics,
11
bro.
and 12-year-olds over there just in camp and trying to enjoy the Olympic experience. But it really alerts me that he's allowed, and then not also that, but he's given the opportunity to be able to win gold and be able to be celebrated and put on a pedestal. And
I don't think, even if he does, I don't think he'll be getting celebrated. Fuck that dude.
I hope he doesn't make it out of France, man. Did you hear about the article? Do you know about the situation? It's even worse than what you think it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
So I won't talk about it on the podcast, but if you guys are
You weren't wrong. It did
want
get
to know
damp.
about it.
That did get damp, Ben.
Oh,
That was
wow.
fucking. You did dampen that mood.
All right, we're going to lift it back up with a bit of NRL. Well, actually, last bit on the Olympics chat. We've got some. We've also got some Aussies competing in the swimming. We've had some amazing races by the girls in already.
We had Ariana Titmus.
Yeah, and Molly O'Callaghan, I believe. Ooh, I'll just completely wing that. But Big Molly. Big Molly the meatball. Meatball Molly and Ariana Titmus got 1 and 2. You got Kyle Chalmers also competing in tonight's semi-final. And the one thing that stood out for me as well, he's not Aussie, but the Frenchman that does the breaststroke.
Oh, is that the guy who smashed everyone?
He smokes them, bro.
Bro, he was miles ahead. Eh?
You watch his races, bro. The French crowd get behind him. So every time he comes up for a stroke, they all go, "Hey!"
Did you have a good swim stroke when you were in school? Did you ever do swim carnivals and shit?
I had a good breaststroke.
I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what's shit ass,
freestyle
bro?
was my thing.
Because we had like fuck all people in my age group in our like sports house, bro. They're like, oh, can you do the 400 IM? I'm like, yeah, sure. They're like, have you done butterfly before? I'm like, never in my life, bro. It was that fucking pathetic, bro.
Just the windmills, double arm windmill.
Dude, I'm in the lane closest to the edge, and I'm like looking, and I was coming dead last because I was rooted from doing butterfly because I couldn't
just slapping water.
Yeah, didn't know what I was doing. Then I fucking sort of went all right for the other ones, but then every time I did the head turn for fucking freestyle on the last 2 laps, bro, all the fucking cunts are standing there and they're like, come on, Jace, go on, Weidy, you're almost there. And I'm like, oh, fuck, can you just fuck off? You're making it worse. I get up and everybody else is like,
already out of the pool.
Yeah, cunt. I'm like, I'm never fucking doing this again. And I was the only one from my team to do it too because we didn't have any fucking people.
I was trying to have this yarn with my missus last night. I was like, were you ever good at freestyle? And she goes, yeah, I used to win all the time. All right, then, whatever. But I was just saying, like, freestyle and swimming was one event that I'd actually do pretty. Like, I was actually like, I felt like I was pretty good against my mates and stuff like that. But then you go to districts.
Oh,
you get to districts and you'd be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, how is this dude?
Is that a teacher?
It's you're literally helpless when it comes to that sort of stuff. And even like 100-meter sprints, you could have a really good run and you might win your heats and your school sort of your age group. And then you get to districts and you're like, how can I possibly lift that? Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. But in hindsight, looking back, you know, if my kid ever runs into that, I'm going to be fucking getting him into some training, some sprint training and stuff like that.
Bro, I went to Wide Bay trials for
shout out to my dad
for cross country, bro. Fuck, I was like, fuck, I'm not even bothering, man. So I just fucking walked and just fucking got water at all the water stops. The fucking kid who did it sprinted the whole thing, the whole 3K. I was like, nah, fuck.
Not even worth it.
Fuck this kid, man. I just came for the day off school anyway.
Some dudes are psychos. Well, that's going to lead us into the last bit about the Olympic chat. And one thing that I was thinking about the other night was we got the 2032 Olympics in 2032. If you could pick an event.
That math checks out.
If you could pick an event that you didn't necessarily have to, let's just say you didn't have to qualify for, so Eddie the Eagle type of situation. You could pick an event and you could compete. What would you pick and why?
Oh, fuck. Maybe the drone racing.
Drone racing?
Yeah, they're doing that.
That's
now,
an Olympic sport.
Aren't they doing that now? Oh, no. I got that mixed up. No, there's a thing called the fucking World Games or something.
Oh, and they fucking fly
but the World Games test like sports that they actually put forward to try and get into the Olympics, like different sports and shit. And this year they're doing a thing where you can vote to get a sport in. And I was watching this show, and they're actually voting. He's getting his audience to try and vote for knife sports, and it's just old fat blokes in denim jeans cutting shit with knives that they've made. Like it's wild, bro. Like this dude's like walking around. There's like this fucking big thick ass rope.
Do they have different knives or the same knife?
No. Whatever knife they make, like they actually make this knife from scratch. Whatever knife they make, that's their knife, and they got to like cut a piece of timber with it. They cut this big thick rope, and there's like pieces of tape, so you know where your line is to cut.
Yeah,
bro. This guy's like fucking acting like he's in a movie, bro. He's like
fucking John Wick, bro.
He's got like the fucking gut, like with the shirt tucked in, denim jeans on, bro. Then he like does he's got like 6 water bottles there, does the water bottle cut and shit.
World Games, that's some fucking dribbly content, bro.
Bro, they're starting soon. They're the ones who have the drone racing.
Yeah, it's sick.
And like you used to see these things, it's inside, looks like a fucking laser skirmish at Time Zone, bro. It's like fucking lights everywhere and shit. Looks mad, but yeah, I'd go knife sports, bro, just for fun.
Or let's go already classified Olympic sports. If you had to pick one, I would probably, if I felt like I had to compete in one, there's a couple like sprinting, swimming, completely out of it, right? But you've got ones like fencing, where you're just like pop, like like with a bit of boxing experience. I feel like I might be a bit light on my toes. I also like being an outside fighter, even though I'm a short cunt. So that fencing plays into my style more than fucking boxing does.
I'd go discus, bro.
Discus, you reckon you got to throw on you?
I used to be pretty good.
You
can
throw a frisbee?
Yeah.
Boomerang?
Oh no, but when I was doing discus at school, bro, I actually used to go all right. For being skinny, it's just because I had longer arms than most cunts there.
I reckon you'd be a long jump dude. Oh,
nah, I was.
You like run like Forrest Gump?
I was. I fucking used to hate those cunts that did that. They do the big high knees, like coming in, like.
I swear that fucks my stride up, and I get
it makes
worse.
it worse. Yeah. Or the guy that like goes for the run and they'll step on the spot before they run. Fuck off, mate. You're not in the Olympics, bro. It's fucking,
hurry up. I want my turn.
Yeah, it's school. I want to go sit down. I'm over
Throw
this.
some fucking sand in your eyes.
But yeah, I reckon I'd go discus, bro. I'd get the mad spin on, do that. Whoa! Like when you got to get that fucking good yell going when you throw it.
All right, against all the other Olympians, I think you're going to be like well and truly under.
Dude, they
But
fucking smoked me, bro.
Like as if we would expect that we're going to do any better. I think I could train and try and compete in the table tennis. I think handball, volleyball would be fun to try and do.
Yeah, beach volleyball would be sick.
Like a team sport.
Yeah. Would you go for like the 4-team volleyball or 2?
I need as much help as I can get, so probably 4, and at least that way I can blame 2 or 3 people.
You'd be
They'll go, Benny, that was coming for you. I'll be like, yeah, but you fucking
bro. You'd be the guy at the front that's doing the digs and the sets, and then having the tall dude come over the top spike.
handy. Yeah,
It doesn't matter how short you are. You can still get a dig or a fucking set in.
Yeah.
Then someone just comes at the fucking bars.
Yeah, see, I'll come in for those last minute dives and put my body on the line type thing.
Yeah.
For whatever size it is. But
what country would you represent? Australia or New Zealand?
see, I
do you know New Zealand doesn't pay their athletes for medals? One of the 3 countries it doesn't. I've seen.
There's only So even some of the.
I'm not sure about 3 of the bigger ones, so like well-known countries. But New Zealand, England, and not England, New Zealand, and I can't remember them.
I don't know, but I feel like Olympics in Australia is a lot more celebrated, and I get it because the swimming. And
I think we get 30 grand for a gold medal, but some other countries are like over $1 million.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Maybe because they know their countries are shit, and they're like, yeah, nobody's getting a gold. So
well, at that rate, I'm playing for Australia. And I'm probably going to sign up for, like I said, either fencing, maybe shooting, or synchro diving.
Oh, Yeah.
So that's what I was watching the other night. The synchro divers was insane. But I was thinking, rather than actually going and you do what you do to qualify, but say qualifying is not a thing, I would just go in for the entertainment aspect of it. Go to my mate. So you do the synchro diving with your teammate, and you go, all right, let's see you can do the biggest manu. Let's see you can do the biggest bomb. Let's see you can do the biggest backslap.
Minimal splash, though, is what you need.
Yeah, but we're going for optimal splash.
What if you know if you've already
and we're
lost,
going
would you
for
just do that?
100%.
It's like your
I'm
first.
going for a crowd favorite. Everyone goes, oh.
Yeah.
Right, all right, bro. What we're going to do next is we're just going to belly flop as hard as we can. The hardest, loudest belly flop wins.
Yeah.
Slap.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
The whole crowd would go nuts,
like
especially
they-
in Australia.
Or they just do like the dog thing and just not film it.
Oh,
Like they see you jumping, they film the
cut it
start of
out.
your jump and then just cut the slap.
Oh, I wouldn't be happy about it.
It was you remember Jason Statham was an Olympic diver?
Yeah.
See the picture, it's like he's got hair and shit. You're like, what the fuck?
Which I guess, you put that into his movies and you can see why he's the crazy stunt man that he is.
And he wasn't that good though. That diving. No, I'm not gonna fucking tell him.
I mean,
that,
I
but-
can't. Yeah. I mean, I can't talk. I can do a gainy or a backflip or whatnot, but yeah,
Fuck's
those
a gamey.
the gainers
I don't know
where you're standing looking at the pool and you jump forward and do a backflip,
Oh yeah.
like the shooting star press in wrestling. But anyway, we're going to get onto a little bit of rugby league content, guys. So thank you for sitting through that. We are going to go on to some hot news off the press. There's been some rumours thrown around all amongst the media. I know we've been putting it in the chat to Jason. He's been shutting it down straight away. But the Bizza rumours, mate,
Yeah,
they're starting to get a little bit juicy. They're starting to get more.
Well, it's fucking that dumb fuck Danny Wilder and James Hooper, all that shit coming out. I was like, oh, like, yeah, I fucking can't stand Danny Wilder. Always in a shot,
You know,
sort
like,
of bloke. But I don't know. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. But like, I think he is getting unders. Looking at, he's probably the best winger in the comp. Has been for the last 3 years. But I think he's getting underpaid. And apparently they had a meeting with his manager and stuff today just to like clear the air with everything to see if there is any unrest or anything like that. So, and then they made a big deal about him not going to training today. But it's like, wasn't he going to the meeting with the CEO and shit? And yeah, but CEO's come out and said he's not leaving. Fucking Greg Alexander's come out and said he's not leaving. He's part of the board that retains and recruits players. So, yeah.
it's all positive news out of the Penrith camp, I guess. And you want that. You want to have these conversations ironed out and early on in the chat, and especially when rumours start getting thrown around. We've seen them all turn to shit a lot of the time. So,
But I guess when there is smoke, there's fire. And having all the Usos leave and go to other teams, this is like the last one left now. So, because Spencer, Critter.
Taylor's no longer there.
Yeah, well, I think that's why fucking Isaac Tungo's been playing like shit. Because they were besties and they were both in the centres or on the wing together. So,
Do you think Tungo's not really feeling it at the moment either? He might be the next one out.
Wow, dude, he's defensively, he's been a fucking busted ass this year. It's been annoying. But then he'll have a couple of good plays and you're like, fuck, why don't you just do that shit?
Can do it.
Yeah, like he was killing it last year and started this year, and then all that shit happened and it sort of fucked him around. But
Yeah, it is interesting. And like all the off-field stuff, it does have an effect on the field. And you can sometimes see players like, I thought Selwyn Cobbo has been quiet as of lately.
and then,
all
now he's
the
been
stuff
arrested,
that comes
so-
out. So it does happen. And I guess that like we can't, I'm one of the first ones to jump onto players straight away, but I guess we can't always jump onto them straight away and assume that they're playing terrible for a reason. There's so much that goes on in my life, let alone, and it's not public, let alone a footy player's life. And imagine trying to keep that under a little bit of privacy as well.
But I suppose
so.
you think like, fuck, you have like something's going on at home or something's going on with your family. It's like, oh fuck, I don't want to be at work today, and you just like don't talk to no cunt and that sort of shit.
Yep.
Imagine what it's like for them where they're like
On
in
show.
this, like all the time, and then like people are just ragging on them for playing like shit. It's like, well, you don't know I'm going through shit, bro. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
I hope that they can sort it out. At the end of the day, I think we still like to see the Penrith Panthers being competitive, and we chuck out into the chats and we throw shade on it and whatnot. But we do like to see Penrith as a threat, as opposed to rewind the clock maybe 15 years ago and you weren't really a threat at all. So I think it's good to have some healthy competition and have the forefront runners retain a lot of their players. Melbourne Storm have done it for a very long time, and they were able to win a lot of comps doing it that way. But I think the Penrith have adapted a very similar, I guess, pathways future for their young ones as well.
Yeah, well, we got what's that fucking? I seen things that Blaze Talungi might be going to Penrith. It's like, fuck, what do you want? What do you want him for?
Well, again, bro, he is the type of player. He's a game breaker, Isaac Tungo type of style of player, and
but he was whinging he wasn't playing fullback at Parrot. Do you think he's getting in over Dylan Edwards? It's like, come on, man.
Nah, not a chance.
And like, we got that Casey McLean. He's only just turned 18, bro. He scored his first try on the weekend. He's a gun, bro. He's gonna be so good.
So less outside backs, more.
Well, we
more
need
forwards?
I don't know if we need a replacement forward because we got IPAP coming from the Tigers next year, but I don't know.
Well, it's not official, but
that's the rumors.
The rumors are, and I mean, if Bloke's posting it, he doesn't jump the gun pretty early.
He's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, he holds off until it's pretty legit. So. Some interesting things for the Penrith Panthers, but we also had some news in the punters and dribblers chat. Huge news. Josh Papali'i's wife banned for a decade over a rugby league brawl. Did you hear about this?
No, who'd she fight?
Well, I'm going to have to dive into that a little bit deeper, but I thought out of anybody, you would know.
I've actually been, even though I was in the chat for a little bit today, I've actually been fucking flat out today.
You have been, bro. I thought you were avoiding our mates community chat on purpose,
dude.
Going because you wanted to do the group page.
No, fucking
this guy's boycotting the chat just on fucking purpose.
No, I've actually had my ass hanging out the last couple of days at work. It's been fucked.
It's either in you or hanging out you.
Yeah. Aiden knows. Well, he doesn't because he doesn't do fuck all. But
all right, so this is a Reddit forum. So this isn't an official, I guess, headline or anything like that, but. Actually, by the time I try and read all through that, it's going to be a little bit dribbly. But wife of Raiders star Josh Papali has been banned from Canberra local games for 10 years after allegedly entering the playing arena when a brawl broke out. The ban will apply to local league games, but not NRL games. So she will be free to watch her husband play, including his 300.
Man. So what'd you do? Go punch on in a women's game because her friends are playing?
There is a video in the media circulating. So if we do find it, we'll try and share it on our social media.
Jeez.
But I'm from what I heard along the grapevine today is that there was a brawl that broke out in some local footy, and she was one of the first ones onto the field to start swinging.
Yeah, mad.
Had a girl. That's my wife.
Fuck, 10 years though. Fucking hell, it's a bit steep, isn't it?
I mean, and does it make it any worse? Like, is it because she's
in Canberra?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, who cares?
Because it's only Canberra local games.
Yeah, it's Canberra.
Come up to Queensland.
Sorry, Simo, but fuck. No, fuck. They need all the fucking
Do they even have local footy games?
Dude, they need all the fans they can get. They shouldn't be banning anyone for 10 years.
All right. Moving on from that, but speaking about the Biffs and the females and the Biffs, we had the NRLW, the sisters.
Oh, is this
on the weekend?
Was that Para and
Broncos? Did you see that?
Yeah, bro. Fucking got a good, eh?
Again, that's my sister.
Fuck yeah.
Eesh,
I love that.
Girl.
Dude, and they're actually having a crack too, eh? Like that fucking, I can't remember that prop for the.
Tell you what, if Jerome Luai and
hair.
DCE started doing that, they would have got sent an Origin.
Oh, it would have been mint though.
But yeah,
we've been talking about it for years. But yeah, was that what's that big props name for Para with the short hair? Sort of like an afro kind of.
Hetherington, is it?
Is it? She's the dark girl. She got I think she's Samoan or something. Bro, she's a fucking tank, bro. I seen her make a run while I was having lunch. I was watching that game and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, who the fuck is that? Looks like fucking young Fooey Moi Moi.
Bro, the NRLW has lifted the skill level and everything. Like, it's actually enjoyable to watch. I've said that a couple of times in the pod and you guys have downplayed it. But
dude, I don't mind watching it, eh? And apparently they've got like 25,000 women like in development
involved
to join to get in towards the NRLW. And now
Fantastic.
Panthers just set up their first female team for the Harvey Norman Cup, which I think is like the next level down.
Huge.
So we'll be able to get a NRLW team in the next year or two, I think.
And if the level of footy lives up to how Origin was and all the rest of the games, I have no issue with even having it. I think last week they had it on a Thursday night instead of the Thursday night games.
Yeah,
and it gives
yeah.
you the opportunity to at least learn about the players and give them a good crack on their own platform as opposed to competing them next to the males.
Having
You know, if they play an NRL match on the same night, 9 times out of 10, everybody's going to the NRL match. They're not even.
Well, they sort of had that with that Broncos Para game because it was right before the Broncos game, and then you like see there's fucking no cunt there. But then towards the end of the women's game, like everyone was rocking up to watch the men's game.
Yeah.
But you know, even just getting those couple eyes on it, you know, adds to the
100. And if you guys do have the opportunity to ever go down to an NRLW game, make sure that you do. It is well worth it. Just as entertaining as the males. Whether or not it's for a laugh or just entertainment. But not only that as well, you can see some really skillful players put on some performances as well.
Bro, does this fucking couch is empty, eh?
Without Brad.
Yeah.
It does a little bit.
I think we said this last time, but it's like fucking sitting here. I feel like I've got like...
I need something to like rest on.
Yeah, I know. Like, where's the leg and shit?
Do you need another beer?
Yes, please.
All right.
Talk me into it.
The next one that we're going to talk on is the Broncos and the Bulldogs home game that we just sort of saw over the weekend. Mate,
I had the Bulldogs tipped, and then when they said Critter was out right before fucking, was it an hour or so before kickoff or whatever it was, or that day, I fucking changed my tip, and I was like, God damn it. But
I mean, it's hard to guess where the Broncos are going to be because, I mean, I think we sort of know now where they're at, but...
Well, I think they have to win all their games to make finals.
Yeah.
And I think they've got to buy up their sleeves. So they need to win five from five.
I do this to the best of players, but Billy Walters...
Don't like him?
Do you think he's a premiership winning dummy half? Which the Broncos, they've got a star-studded fullback in Reece Walsh, who's an absolute game breaker who can score plenty of points. Absolute heartthrob.
Veteran 7.
They got a premiership, a grand finalist, 5'8", and again he scored a hat trick last year in his grand final debut, so you know he can play. You've got
Payne Haas,
Paddy Carrigan. You've got multiple Tony Staggs. You've got multiple players that are there. I feel like the one piece that they're missing, bro, is a solid 9 that can pull the team together when Ren Diggity's out or when Ezra Mam can't get that fast run happening or anything like that. I feel like the number 9's got to take a bit of ownership in that. And you put like a Damien Cook or a Reece Robson or something like that in the Broncos side, I think that they break the game completely open.
Fuck, I think Billy Walters has been all right. Like last year, he was great.
Don't get me wrong.
I think the whole team's just fucking sucked this year.
Again, it's hard to individualize players, but when you talk about the spine and the key roles in a footy team, you need a good number 9.
But
that's why the Melbourne Storm
I guess
was so
you could
good.
say he's like probably the weakest link in that spine, but
and I wouldn't have so much of an issue if they had an absolute gun coming off the pine for in that dummy half role. And shout out to, I think it's Billy Moser.
Blake Moser. He's supposed to be the next fucking up and comer, I think.
Again, I think he's more of like a Carl Lawton who sort of plays anywhere that he needs to be and can stand into a fill-in role. But I don't think he's the gun dummy half 9. But again, if you have some explosiveness or a little bit of experience coming off the pine in that 14 role, I think that they are they've got a lot better chance, man.
Yeah.
And again,
who's that other one?
Do you think
Kobe Black? Is he a half or is he a hooker?
Again, but do you think that
Billy
gets the rub of the green because Daddy's the coach?
You think he's a nepo baby?
You can't say.
You think he's a nepo baby,
bro? You can't say that if Dad goes, you know what, son, you need to spend some time back in Q Cup. Billy, what do you mean?
God, that sounded like that fucking. Oh, do you remember the old gin? You know the Muppets? You know that fucking chef who used to cook the pasta and shit, and the pasta would run off, and he's like, doo-doo-doo. You're like, Dad, what do you mean? Yeah, that's
sorry.
Billy Walters, the fucking the Muppets chef. Fuck hell. That was funny.
That was my takeaway from the Broncos, man. And
I don't think he's a fucking nepo baby. I think those cunts just had they're too high in their own supply, and they thought it was just going to be easy, and they underestimated the Bulldogs who've been playing fucking unreal all year.
Well, that was the Broncos, and obviously, as you mentioned, their Bulldogs been playing out of their skin all year, but really, I guess the last couple of weeks really starting to hit their stride now and getting a bit of confidence. When they're moving the ball wide, they look like a Penrith side. They look like they're...
The defense, bro.
Dude.
I think they're the only team this year to not have 30 put on them.
Do you have a soft spot for the Bulldogs? Because there's all those
I hate
ex-pennies?
the fucking Bulldogs as a team and their fans. Their fans fuck me off, nothing else.
Love you, Deuce.
But I love Critter, love Billy Kickout, love Matt Burton. Like, those guys will always have a fucking
Soft spot
in my heart. But the Bulldogs organisation itself and the team, like as an identity and their fans, is just fucked. Fuck them. Can't stand them.
You hold that to them. Like,
well,
I used to hate Melbourne, but
I
I probably wouldn't say that I still hate Melbourne because we've had the 4 point.
Where were they when their team was going shit? now they're selling out fucking weekend games. Like, they've sold out the stadium this weekend. Where were they fucking all these last 4 or 5 years, and they've been dog shit? Bulldog shit. That's what they've been.
Yeah.
They've been doozy shit.
Doozy shit.
Yeah. Where the fuck were you? Now you're all coming out the woodworks because you picked up all the Panther players and the Panthers coach. Come on, man.
I mean, to be fair, it's hard to get behind those fucking, what is it, Lockie Lewis and Trent Hodkinson.
Fucking old speaker stealer.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, very impressive that the Bulldogs are starting to hit their stride a little bit more. And they are a lot of ex-Penrith players, which that's why I hints to ask that. But
I think the key is Critter. He's brought that winning culture. Like, I think that's exactly what Jerome's going to do to the Tigers. I think he's going to do the exact same fucking thing. And he's got Taruva going there as well. He's going to link up with Appy.
Wants Bizzer over there from the
wants fucking Bizzer as well.
Yeah, like, I mean, he might be the mass. Imagine if he could be a Tigers.
Well, they always called him,
icon.
like, even Critter and that always called him the chief energy officer at Penrith, like bringing the energy.
Well, they created the New South Wales Blues song, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that? Because I know you wanted to yarn about that last week, but we didn't have time.
Didn't we talk about it last week?
The actual, or maybe I went to the loo.
Yeah,
which is
you
what
did.
I was trying to do now.
Oh yeah, no, we did. What was the next game?
Another game was the Panthers game. I know you don't need much edging here, but try not to come, but tell us.
Tell you not to come. Nah. Yeah. Oh, Nathan Cleary. Jesus Christ. Was it 3 tries? Fucking 2 try assists, I think. 26 points. 6 tackle busts. Just trying to remember all the stats off the top of my head. 200-something kicker meters, 100-something run meters. There's nothing he can't do, and he's looking fucking red hot with that fucking fresh mullet fade and the mustache. Who was actually the one that... Oh, Lindsay Smith. Yeah, Lindsay Smith, man. Fuck, I love that cunt. And Liam Henry. 2 blokes I really liked that I hope can hang around. Just trying to think what else happened in that game. Dragons were just busted, eh? Couldn't do anything. I think they had John Cleary Hill there, and they Panthers edited it out to have Nathan Cleary Hill. But, yeah, I don't know. The rest of the league's fucked now that Dill Edwards going to be fresh. Fisher Harris getting a fucking break for a groin injury for a couple of weeks. It's going to be a pretty intense end of the season, I think.
You know what I realised, bro? Like, we could easily just hit pause on that on the recording and just go out for toilet breaks. But, you know, because we...
Well, now I've just rambled and, like, forgotten what I was going to say the whole time, so there'll be a lot of dead silence.
And Aaron.
We got it, though. We got it.
You got there?
Yeah. I was just saying it's going to be fucked because we got Dylan Edwards coming back off a break, healing his knee up. Now we got Fisher Harris out for a couple of weeks with his groin.
And then after my Cleary chat last week, who was it? Pricey? Who had him in fantasy?
Nah.
Rick.
Oh, Ricky, yeah.
Sticky Ricky.
He'll be
111
111 he got on fantasy.
Did he not captain him?
No, you don't captain in draft leagues.
Yeah.
Because if you have the best player, it's not fair. So if you get the first pick, you got Cleary, then whoever's got 13th.
That's what makes it fun. You got to choose the right captain.
You got to choose.
Captain Cleary got 222 points.
Got to choose the right players, mate, when you're drafting. My team is fucking stacked this week. I got Joey.
Give us your team, and I'll give you my team. And then again, I play a different format where you buy, trade, and sell different players each week, and I'm also in a head-to-head comp. But give us your your full squad.
This is the team the league I'm coming second in.
Nice. So. And you don't usually do like we've done leagues before, couple years in a row, and you don't do well.
Yeah,
but I think you give up halfway through.
Yeah, well, that's when my team starts going busted and I lose money. You know, you can't afford players, so you just
you just get real salty.
You're just stuck.
Yeah,
I don't have enough money to trade for guys that are good.
Yeah,
but I
got invested. Done it well this year though.
So this week I actually got Sean Johnson back, Nickel Clockstead back, and Joey Manu back.
Well, who'd you trade for?
Nobody. These are players that have been injured.
Okay.
They're on my fucking bench. So I've got them. Ruben Cotter, he's injured. He's been averaging 51.9. Before his knockout, he was averaging 60. And I got Tom Travojevic off this week as well.
He's on bye.
Yeah. My team's pretty stacked, bro. So I got Appy Coruscant, Joseph Tarpanay, Liam Henry, Adam Elliott, Jake Preston, Jaden Sewer, Sean Johnson, Dylan Brown, Jojo Fafita, Joey Manu, CNK, Taruva, and Tor.
Your bench?
Bench doesn't count.
Really?
In draft, yeah.
Oh, interesting. So you just got
you can only list them as emergencies.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, my starting 17 is Mitch Kenny, Adam Fanua-Blake, Psychopath, Cam McInnes, David Fafita, Mitch Barnett, Lockie Galvin and Nathan Cleary as my halves, Kyle Iro and Stephen Crichton as my centres, Tommy Turbo, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Zach Lomax as my back three, Josh Curran, Scotty Sorensen, Ethan Strange, Sebastian Chris, Lehigh Hopewadi, Brandon Smith, Talon Da Silva, and Jacob Gagai.
Fuck, you would have picked up Lockie Galvin cheap, eh?
Yeah, got him pretty early on. Like I think if you hadn't got him already, by the time he got to about 300 and 400k, you'd missed out. But I was lucky enough to get that, and I still got 3 trades left. So I'm pretty much just saving those all for injuries in the meantime. But that's going to be pretty much.
We don't have a trade limit on ours.
That's
because it's draft, so it's like every week there's fucking players out.
I'm looking forward to joining next year and getting our NFL fantasy underway as well. So, guys, stay tuned for that. And I guess just on that as well, we have created a community group chat. So if you guys are in the know and you guys are regular listeners and you like to get involved with a lot of the stuff that we're doing, make sure that you send us a message.
And talk some shit.
That's it. We've called it the community roast chat. So you can jump on there, completely roast us, send through any memes, any sports-related contents, any roasts that you've got for us as well. But again, send us your VMs for the podcast. But if you guys would like to be involved with that chat, make sure you let us know. I'll have to add you on Facebook and get you included into that.
Yep.
Next game that we're going to talk about, the Titans over the Dolphins. They come back from behind. I think it was 14-0. Or 16-0?
14 because it was 14-21, I think.
Yeah, okay, sorry. So 14, pretty much 14-0 at halftime, and I can't even be saying that confidently.
I think this is the game where
they gritted it out, man.
This is where they're like, because I've been on the fucking Titans the last 2 years saying they're going to make the top 8, and they fucking let me down. So technically they can still make it now, but I think next year they're in the water, in the smoke for the top 8 with Tino and Carter Gordon and all them. But yeah, fuck man, such a good win for him to for a come from behind win instead of just getting fucking absolutely fisted the whole game.
Yep, and which we've seen the Dolphins perform really well consistently these last few weeks as well.
Do you think they miss Jeremy Marshall King?
I hope.
A big part for him because he's out for the rest of the year.
I mean, I never really looked at him as a dominant dummy half, and I had him in my fantasy though.
I reckon he'd be top 5.
No, he's definitely earned his way up there, and he has been really unlucky with a few injuries, but I think he adds a lot to that. And again, they have Max Plath that can step in. They've got a few guys that can actually do the job, but that frees them up from the role that they're currently doing.
Yeah, so I still think he's probably the best for the job out of those guys because what's Max Plath been playing 13, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, and
doing the
you
job
can notice
too.
a difference where he's playing like dummy half making fucking million tackles a game.
And they don't really have, again, that backup 14 or that backup. They've got a lot of guys that can play multiple roles, but nothing that's. I still feel like you always have to have at least one specialty 9 on your team. I see the Raiders actually a lot.
Who did they have on the weekend? Who was there?
They beat the Knights, maybe. No, Knights had a bye.
Was it Para?
They beat Rabbitohs.
Oh, Rabbitohs,
They ran a train through Rabbitohs, 32 points to 12. But again, the Raiders don't really utilise their Tom Starling and their...
That's it, Starling. He fucking killed it on the weekend.
Yeah,
They let him come off early.
Yeah,
Ricky put the other guy on.
He's an absolute gun too. Like
Starling.
Yeah.
I reckon he's a beast, bro.
He does have, certain games, but like I said, when he's not there, like I feel like a lot of the teams just use their wingers and their centers, and I get it when you've got a kick return, you've got to have the dummy there, but you still want that 9 there so you can set up your structure, set up your plays, have everybody in position, and if he's not there and you're having all these other players stand in, then it's just going to go. It's going to be a bit clunky.
Did you see Matt Tomoko's hit in that game?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, bro, Mate fucking loses the ball and he just keeps fucking driving him. Drove him back like fucking like 10, 12 meters, bro.
Worth clipping? Going back and clipping?
I was like, fuck. Like, it's, that one with the let him cook.
Yeah.
It's like that, bro. And he just like puts the quick feet on, bro. I was like, oh, it's jamming me up, bro. Like,
Sick.
It reminds me of Toto, like the way he just like gets down low and gets the feet going, bro.
Just drives.
Such a mad hit.
It's like a union scrum.
Yeah, like when you're rocking over the ball and they're like, quick feet, quick feet, quick feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
We also had the Sea Eagles lose, and at the end of it, it ended up being quite a close game. But
did you stay up for the rest of it?
I didn't see the 3 intercepts.
Oh, Ben.
I know, dude.
Oh, I fucking told you too.
I was so salty. And it was like I watched the worst 65 minutes of it, and then I was just like, nah, fuck it.
Right before
Olympics.
half time, when you scored that try right before half time, I said there's still fucking life in this game.
Yeah, I was watching it after that.
And then you're like, oh, no, I got the tab open on Netflix ready to go. I'm like, bro, I guarantee there could be a fucking comeback on here, and it only just fell short. I was like, fuck.
And seeing, like, I missed the DC runaway, and I was just like, oh.
3 intercepts, bro.
Dude.
One was off the fucking scrum play from Luke Keary.
And even going back on that, we established this last time that I met the Manly boys backstage, that once I actually get a good chat with them, I got to fucking back him the next week. But I had a good chat with DCE and I didn't back him. I backed Tommy, who I didn't even speak to, and Tommy didn't cross. DCE, 80-meter runaway, intercept try. You know that I would have been absolutely cheering during that as well. So,
Right.
How did your legs come in that bet?
I had Bizza 2 or more. I don't think he scored. I think everybody else did, though.
I think.
And Cleary hogging them all.
And then who did he have? Sammy. He didn't score either.
Did he? I thought he did. Did he score?
Sammy score?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and check.
He should, anyways.
I think he got close because I watched. Yeah,
it was a close game, but I know Loffy just started fucking. He scored about a hat trick.
Yeah, he did too.
Loffy, yeah. So I think he's the leading try scorer in the NRL as well.
Yeah.
For someone who's come into his second year. Again, a lot of them are over the line. A lot of them are easy tries, but you've got to be there to
do it.
Yeah. And he's always in the right place at the right time. And we've seen guys like Alex Johnson do that for the Rabbitohs.
Oh, fucking poor cunt.
We saw him go down on the week throughout the week.
Did you see, like, I've seen a couple of people do Achilles, like, obviously everyone remembers Kevin Durant's one. When he did the step back and you see it, like, squirrel up his leg.
Yeah.
Bro, when he stepped and his like leg went out and he collapsed, he turned around to like see if someone kicked him, bro. Like he had like that look on his face, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
He had the Donald Trump sniper.
Yeah, it couldn't kill him, but just fucking nicked him, bro.
If only it was the
But
it
makes you feel bad because it's like, do you think like Achilles is tough to come back from for a winger,
and as well as like it wasn't a contact blow, it was
just off the step, bro.
Yeah, it is very disappointing because he's such a good guy to have in the game as well.
And like surely people wants to see him get that Ken Irvine's record with the try scoring, and like he could have got 5 more tries this year, and he would have 15 to get next year. Now he's got an 8-month layoff.
It's a big layoff for Alex Johnson and the Rabbitohs. But we hope that he can recover well and come back even better next year. But obviously, he is getting onto the back end of his career. But we wish the best.
Did you see TPJ's going to Rabbitohs next year?
No.
Yeah, one of the boys was
Sheesh.
telling me he's going with Uncle Wayne, apparently.
Yeah, Wayne's recruiting all of them behind him.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you're the owner of the Dolphins and you see this going on?
You knew Wayne was going to do something anyway. But it's
I
like TPJ had only just come in, so it's like...
And again, he's probably someone that you can't really control anyway if you're Dolphins head manager HQ.
what's his Christian Wolf? He's the one coming in.
Yep.
I don't know. Wayne's got that aura about him for these nut job sort of guys, you know? Well, not nut jobs, but loose cannons.
Hopefully he can channel TPJ in the right direction. But again, I don't mind seeing TPJ fail here and there as well, because I think if he does well, I think he gets too far ahead of himself and off the field stuff can start to explode as well.
Yeah.
So
Hanging
you sort
out
of
with bikies.
yeah. I mean,
Tone it down, bro.
we've all got mates, but all right, the back end of the NRL chat. But what I wanted to talk to you about, mate, was I checked the leaderboard, the leaderboard, sorry, for the first time in a while. Saw that the Melbourne Storm, very clear cut, almost
two wins ahead.
Yeah, pretty much minor premiers, man. Do you see them going all the way through to the end?
Well, we verse them in round 24, which will be, and it's at Penrith. So
Do you think Penrith want the minor premiership?
I don't think
Badly enough,
I don't think
like-
they give a fuck that much. But it's like as long as we're top two, like or top four really. But it's like then you get a home final. But
The minor premiership sort of like.
it's a bit lackluster.
Well,
isn't it?
I got asked the question today. They're like, what do they win if they win the minor premiership?
Was it like 100 grand or something?
So they do win incentives. But then
150.
where does that money go? Because you can't put it into the salary cap.
No,
so
it
then it
goes
goes
to the
into your
club, it goes to the
facilities
club.
and
Yeah,
all the rest of it.
yeah. I
Which
think.
only favours the clubs that are killing it.
Yeah,
You know
It's-
what I mean? The minor premiership is a bit of a weird one.
it's
but
a weird one. But
at the same time as well, it signifies the
best team all season.
exactly, which is I
that-
guess a more accurate version of like the grand final because you got consistency as
Yeah.
opposed to the luck of the wins coming through.
Well, they're 2 wins ahead of us, and we verse them in 2 weeks. So it could come down to a game at the end of the year. But I dare say we'll rest a heap of people against the Titans if we're in the top spot or second spot. So
No more rest for Cleary.
no, I don't think so.
Back
I
in the
think
season, game time's good for
Yeah,
him.
dude, he's just fucking getting better and better. It's fucking bullshit, eh? It's
Yeah.
making me sick. It's like I just want to see him in fucking September footy already.
Yeah.
But
Alrighty. We've got a couple of voicemails, a couple of VMs and memos. We did miss one last week, so we apologise once again to our mate Melissa.
this is Brad's friend, I'm assuming, the one he works with.
I assume so because he was the one that was aware of it. I hope that it's not necessarily tailored towards him, but we'll do our best to answer for him if it is.
Yep.
But this is a shout from our mate Melissa. Thank you for sending this one in, and we hope to hear from you again soon.
Hey guys, love listening to the pod weekly. Can I just say, Brad, go New South Wales. Also,
Atta girl.
pretty sure you still have an outstanding bet.
Oh.
Waiting for you to pay up. Cheers.
Oh, damn it.
Fucking
Damn it. We
hell.
should have played it last week, man. Again, I really apologize to Melissa for not playing that last week while he was here. We didn't think that he was going to be away
We'll take Go New South Wales chat any day of the week.
any day of the week. And
Fucking Brad not paying a bet, eh?
we're going to have to follow him up with that next
Find
week.
out what it is, yeah.
And find out exactly what it is. I mean, I can't press him too much, as you guys know.
Oh, don't worry, I'm good at it. I'll fucking get on his ass, bro.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Weidy's got a vendetta. But
it's not in anyone in particular.
No,
I
it's
just
just
hate
he's
bet.
got-
I just hate
hate
bets not
bets not
being
being-
paid. I'm like a
are
vigilante.
you as I guess aggressive when it's your own bet, like when you owe money?
Oh no!
That's what I
At
wanna
least I'll if someone owes
You'll
me
just
money,
communicate through with what's going on if you.
Oh, I'll tell him. I'll be like, bro, I'm fucking broke. I'll pay you next week.
Yeah, Jammin just gets nothing. But he has sent through a couple of messages today, and I'm a little bit scared to
Today?
play them.
How many did he send through?
He sent through 4 today. He sent through 2 last Thursday. I'm assuming he wants his money, but I am enjoying him beg, and I am enjoying the voicemails from him. So we'll see how he goes this week and see if he's worthy enough of my $200 or not. But see if he's got any counter offers because I know he had a couple last week. But this is our mate, Jammin' Powell. Thanks for sending these ones in, bro, on behalf of the podcast and not on behalf of me.
I have not been this excited since Jared Hayne got arrested for... Yeah, we won't go any deeper than that. Deeper. That's good. I'll wait for me hunch on Monday. Yes, Jason cops a blowy for every $1 I get. So at the moment he's copping 0 blowies, but these lips are made for yummy stuff. So
Jesus.
Honestly, can't wait for the hunch on Monday. Just be pay ID or whatever that fucking thing's called, and we'll go from there. But I've got about 10 seconds left to transgress and move into the next little bit of my amount to talk about. So here we go. Wait for it. In 3, 2.
And this is on Thursday as well, so he's waiting by Monday. He didn't message us on Monday. He messaged us today, but this is the follow-up one from Thursday where he needed an extra minute to get out.
3, 2, 1. Fucking nailed that. A hungy on Monday. That's good. So you're talking a hungy to dabble with, and I'm assuming that the bet was on Manly to beat the Roosters.
No, it wasn't.
So
told you that. Listen to the end of the pod.
Yeah. If
it would have been against the Broncos.
If Manly get up, the hunch you paid that you probably haven't paid yet because your
Thursday.
track record's about as good as Justin Gatlin and his drug record. So I'm hoping that's been paid, and I'm hoping I hear from you. But yeah, Roosters, Manly, you've got Manly. I tell you what. Here we go. Hold up. 5, 4, 3, 2.
This guy. This guy. And then he never even followed it up with one after that. So he's counting us down in between. And I apologise to our listeners who don't really want to listen to Jammin' counting down from 10 when he's had 10 beers. But he didn't even see anything following up from that.
If he's counting in this one,
okay,
that's good.
If he's play on.
If not, fuck, get out of here with the counting.
I've just woken up. That was a big Sunday, that was. I forgot to leave me last part of that message. I'm assuming that you took Manly to beat the Roosters.
No, I didn't.
You didn't get that either. So, is it 300 now, 400? I tell you what, pay the hunch today or tonight on the live podcast with the boys. They've got my phone number. I think you've got my bank details. Swing the hunch through tonight. You come up with whatever fucking bet you want for the other 100. I don't know, Manly not to lose by more than 400. I don't know. Come up with something half decent.
I like it.
Put it on. Tell me what it is in the fucking group chat. And I'll just accept it. But make it at least a little bit challenging.
I like it. I appreciate that, Jammin'.
Yeah. Love your work, boys.
This cut needs to cut that out. He needs to cut that shit out, all right, Jammin'? So when you're listening...
Do you have any bets on the fly for this weekend?
No, I'm not doing them on... what I want to offer, this is a counter offer, all right? So maybe... All right, so let's say financial bets, right? So financial betting for me, as you guys all know, just got married, just been on my honeymoons, just been down to Manly. I've done all the fun stuff, right? Let's just say Benny Boy is not rolling around in cash dollar bill, y'all. And so let's bring that out of the conversation, all right? Now, a $100 bet or a $200 bet, Jammin'. So I'm going to give you a $200, I guess, token, right? Where you can actually... Where you can use that token to make me do either something on the pod or... And it can't involve sexual favors, but it might be...
What a waste.
It might be eating a certain thing. As you saw last week, I ate and I thought that would shut you the fuck up, but it didn't. But I ate the chili fudge. Maybe it's drinking something, eating something a bit funky, something maybe $100 worth. And then we can maybe bet with the other, maybe we go 50-50. But let's just say financial betting. That's the reason you're not getting your 200, bro. If I told you, I'm going to be completely honest. If I had 200 just here, just chilling, I would completely give it to you, mate. You deserve it. But let's just take that out of the conversation for hypothetical situations, and I want to hear your feedback from that. So
he's going to give you something fucked up.
It can't be $500 fucking worthy. But again, if it's an eating thing, I feel like
surely there's interest. You reckon?
So
he could give you like one decent fucked up thing, Dave.
Yeah. Don't give me like shit or fucking something
like actual dog shit.
Unedible. Something unedible.
Food.
Something like fucking blue cheese or like fish or
Liver.
like raw or something like that. Like you
Liver.
could be creative with it. Jason wanted me to sit here and budgie smugglers, but I don't think that's the worthy of the value. I think it actually adds value to your bet.
Fuck, Jammin could have a field day with this.
Exactly. So I want to put the reins back to you, bro. The creativity is up to you. The $200 is there in the mix, and you have free reins. So feel free to call up. Please don't count down from 10. And please don't just fucking hold off for 10 seconds going, I've got 10 seconds left. Just take your finger off, bro. Take your finger off the fucking record button.
You're going to have to make up a fucking digital fucking Benny token worth 200, Benny voucher.
A crypto token.
And then put the little like amounts on there that he can spend, and then just put a hole puncher on.
Well, yeah, it could be one $200 one, or it could be a build up of $10 ones or something. Where it's like,
imagine
you know what I mean?
doing fucking 10 fucking or 20
over the space
20
of the
$10 ones, bro.
And they could be subtle, so I can't tell the boys, and maybe again, like, so maybe we don't communicate with the boys, and I say certain things or do certain things, and they're just like, what the fuck is going on? But be creative with it, bro. The reins are in your court, but let's just take finance out at the moment without officially saying it. I'm broke from my wedding and from everything else that I do. I live a lavish lifestyle and love to experience all the nice things. So, especially with the wife. So, if there is a way for her not to necessarily find out about it, other than a couple of little bets on the side, those little fun bets, little hee, then I'm in the clear, and we are in the clear, my bro. But again, we do have 2 more follow-up voicemails from that. I'm telling you now, if he fucking counts down from 10, I'm going to stop it.
No, isn't there one
How
more?
many? Oh, sorry, one more. Before, but we'll play the one more. But after that, he actually sent through a Task Finder AirTasker screenshot in a few words. What do you need done? And he's put collection of some money from a podcast. When do you need this done? Before August 7th. And he goes, I've had to resort to this. You made me go down this track. So there is just one more 26-second voicemail from Jammin. This will recap it all. Here we go.
Just quietly, really quickly, sorry to affect everyone's day and upset your evening and annoy everyone for the 4th time.
Do a job at it, bro.
Forget the first 2. I was absolutely trolleyed. You went down to Manly. You flew down to watch Manly play.
Yeah.
Crikey Moses.
Fucking worth it too.
That ain't cheap.
Is that it?
Oh, that's it. Also,
Crikey,
maybe
Mose.
he is salty.
Crikey Moses.
Yes, mate. I went down to Manly just so for your information in the podcast. I afterpaid the fucking flights, so I didn't pay them all off at once. We had free tickets as well to go down. But you know what? Like I said, I hope that you appreciate the counter offer, and I'm looking forward to hearing some creative response from you, man.
Maybe we should see if he can come down for a weekend and he just gives you like a blender cocktail.
Where's he
or
from?
something. Sunny Coast.
Sunny Coast. Yeah, I reckon we could. Well, we definitely have to have him down, bro. And then maybe that's his redemption, is that he finally gets to put me through some fucking.
Yeah, nice. Content.
You know what I mean? Content. Yeah, bro. That's the thing, Jammin. We need content, bro. So
content whores.
We'll make you laugh. We'll make everybody else laugh through some of the cool fun content stuff that we do. Excuse me. Oh, alrighty. We also, do we have any Facebook voice messages?
Maybe. Oh no, I think it was just Aiden talking shit. Messaging shit to us, not actually leaving voicemails.
26th of July. So that was last Thursday. I mean, we've got him.
Last Thursday. Yeah, he left one, I think.
The last one I've got is...
Oh, that's Friday. Last
Friday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 26 is last Friday.
All right, that's gonna mean that we've got 2 voicemails from the Black Hobbit, your local Aboriginal, the bro, Aiden Gleeson. I always look forward to these every week, mate. Thanks for sending these in.
It's your favourite. It's your local. It's the fucking Black Hobbit. How are you, fellas? Hey,
Great,
just a
thanks,
response
Liz.
to Price's question about your bucket list trip. Might have been the same as Bogo's if money wasn't a factor, but considering it is, my all-time bucket list trip, which is on the cards, it's definitely going to happen, is going on a trip across Australia in my 4B with my 2 boys in their own 4-wheel drives when they're older. Go around Australia, cross the Simpson Desert, go across the Nullarbor, fucking you name it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go up to the Cape, I'm going to go all the way down to Tassie, I'm going to do it all. That's my ultimate fucking trip.
Yeah.
With my 2 boys, obviously.
That
Mrs.
pumps
and
me
daughter
up.
would be all right to come, but ultimate one would be with the 2 boys. Anyone else I want to tag along as well? Anyway, fellas, in ya, hanging at ya.
I fucking love it, bro.
That is a
That's-
good. I've done an around Australia trip, bro. It's fucking long and boring, eh? But it's fun.
I mean,
Like you get bored, but like when you're doing like fun shit, it's a great time.
and with ADOS perspective as well, when you do it with,
With your
your loved
boys?
ones and your
Yeah.
kids, man, like nothing would beat that. Being able to do that.
Bro, older Ava, like his daughter, will probably beat his ass for saying, "I guess she can come." She will beat his ass. She's sassy as.
Absolutely love it. Sometimes I think you are my favorite Togo. We also have a follow-up one.
My favorite Togo.
Hey, it's me again. Pricey, I've just gotten word that you support the fucking Eels and the Celtics. That's fucking disgusting, mate. Can't believe you'd stoop to that level. That is a fucking disgrace. Anyway, fellas, in ya, hanging at ya.
Yeah, it is. It
do you
is
know Pricey?
disgusting. Yeah, it's fucking gross.
I love that. The boys are learning stuff about each other from fucking through voicemails.
I love that he. I love that he goes for fucking Parramatta though.
I do too.
The Celtics, not so much because they just won.
Well, I
so
actually like
what
Pricey.
can you really say?
Price is a fucking legend.
Oh, he's a fucking top bloke, Pricey.
And again, I think more yarns along that line that it actually gets us thinking a little bit more.
But you got to be careful with him, right? He's fucking in group chats, bro. He fucking loves a drive-by, eh?
What do you mean?
You'll just be there fucking...
Chilling.
Like, like if I'm talking shit, I'm talking shit with you.
Oh, it starts ramping up.
No,
I almost mute my chat.
Pricey just jumps in and you're just sitting there like talking with someone else about something and he'll just fucking blindside you talking shit about you and just fuck off. He's like, and he loves it too. Now he posts this
Yeah,
little
that's my
drive-by
guy.
gif of the guy shooting out of the car and shit. I'm like, bro, like that wasn't even your best, bro. You've done way better than that.
Yeah.
But
nah.
yeah, he's the king of the drive-bys in a group chat.
So he will deliver.
Oh yeah,
When
he talks some quality shit. Like he sounds so wholesome on all the voicemails.
He does, bro. He is wholesome.
He is wholesome, but fuck, he can talk some shit with the best of them. And I love him for it.
Ah, awesome. Well, I know that our mate Mad Marky from Melbourne, I know you'll be listening to this, man. You do every week, you do every Sunday, but this is just a reminder when you are listening to this to send us in a VM, a voice message. If you can't find the kahunas to actually send us a voice message, just send us a message. Send
Yeah.
us a yarn. And we'll happily answer, but as well get you involved with the podcast. So I know that that's one of my mates that's borderline on the fringe of calling up. But guys, if you are on the edge of calling up, just do it. It's your way to get your foot in the door, and we
Listen-
really do appreciate it.
Listen
as
to the
well.
people we've had on here. Like, it can't be any worse.
No, yeah, this old fat dog, he's classic. Haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks, but we'd love to hear from.
He just started a new job actually. Caught up with him the other day. He's working at a tire shop doing that now, and he's fucking loving it. So shout out to the fat dog.
I don't think there could be a better fitting job for a bloke.
Oh, dude. Well, he knows his cars, bro.
That's what I mean, bro.
And he's a drift pig, so
Plus,
he
he'll
gets cheap
fucking
tires.
just skid those tires,
Gets
bro.
cheapies now, he's
Handy.
stoked.
He goes, I found a hack, boys.
Yeah.
I found a hack.
Yeah.
I work in a tyre shop. But absolute legend. And again, we really look forward to hearing these voice messages every week. And a massive shout out to everybody that does. While you guys are at it, make sure that you head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whichever platform that you're listening on.
And
Give
YouTube.
YouTube. Yep. Give us a 5-star review. Give us a comment on the YouTube. Give us a little
Like and subscribe.
a little spiel, because all that will do, guys, is help boost the algorithms and help boost our listeners and viewers. and hopefully be able to do this stuff more full time and host more, put on more episodes throughout the week. At the moment, when we're not really making anything out of it or any financial things of it, we are taking time out of our own personal lives and our own family and our own jobs and things like that. So I guess we just want to make sure that, we can pay the bills when we can do this shit more often. And the best way to, if you do enjoy our content, is to share it, is to just keep pumping it. Even if you feel like you're not really making much of a difference, they all those little shares, all those little comments, they all go the world for us. So we really do appreciate it. And
tell a mate, just tell a mate.
tell
Word
a
of
mate.
mouth.
That's it. Before we wrap this one up, bro, is there any shout outs, any last little sort of things that you want to touch on? We won't really go into the NRL round preview.
Nah,
but
pretty good, eh? I'll just fucking go the Aussies for the rest of the Olympics, I suppose.
Yep.
Because it'll be just about over by next week's pod, won't it? Or is it
4 weeks?
Is
I thought it was a
4
month.
weeks? Fuck, I thought it was
I'm
only
hoping
two.
it's a month.
I thought it was only 2 weeks.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's not, though.
Fuck, I have no clue.
But yeah, make sure you get behind your Aussies. Share your local support. If you guys have any clips or anything that you come across that you know that could be used to us, make sure you let us know.
Flick it through.
100. And while you're at it as well, check out our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the rest of it. All the details will be in our show notes. I guess the last little part that I want to mention as well is that I've mentioned to you boys that I've actually signed up for my first ever powerlifting competition.
Oh, yeah, I was actually getting keen to deadlift tonight.
Yeah. So we'll, and I guess we want to put it forward to the viewers as well. Jason, what was your last deadlift? What was your last PB?
I think I was I don't know if it was my PB, but my regular was like 150 I could do, and then 160 was sumos.
That's hectic, dude.
Dude,
Because you're a tall guy.
I was actually quite big, bro.
There's got to be a lot of
beefy when I was working out.
Doing 150.
And the only thing that
You'd be a
left-
competitive cunt too, I reckon. You'd just be like,
Well,
he's not going to do it. And then all of a sudden you look across.
That was literally me and my mate. That was the
Jason's
only
like
reason
the
I used to
Hulk.
go to the gym, is because he messaged me and made me feel like a piece of shit. He's like, yo, I knew you wouldn't come today. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I'd get up and then go to his house because he said I wouldn't come. So I'd go over there because he had a full setup there. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I was getting pretty. I was on the edge of like getting pretty big, like for my skeletal frame.
Yeah, it's
And the only thing I fucking still have is my fucking big chunky ass now, bro.
hey, a couple of daddies.
Yeah.
But we did mention that in our group chat, which we'll voice to you guys. But we are going to do a little bit of not even a deadlift comp or anything, but we're going to do some content around the gym. Hence my experience and my job as a personal trainer. I'm going to take the boys through a bit of a deadlift session, but. Back to the Deadlifts for Dogs charity. It is a charity event, and it is down at Nexus, down at Burleigh Heads on August the 17th. Only a couple of weeks away, so don't expect me to be lifting anything crazy, but I'd love if you guys could come down and show some support.
Should see if my mate can come down, bro. He's a power lifter.
Yeah.
He just he broke a world record last year, and he was doing.
I hope he's not my weight.
He was doing what was it? Fucking 325 squats the other day or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a fucking unit, bro, and he's he's like 25, 26.
Well, yeah, anybody that's into that sort of stuff.
Shout out to Tom Hardy.
There he-
Not the
say.
not the actor,
Nah.
but my mate Tom Hardy. He's a diehard
the
South
jiu-jitsu
fan.
practitioner.
Oh, bro, yeah, I love Tom. He's a fucking beast on the lift, though. It's actually insane. So shout out to him.
Yeah, it's cool shit, and it's never been anything that I've been into at all. But last year, as you guys would know, that I did my boxing event.
Yeah.
This year, I'm going to do the powerlifting event, and I just like to do something every year to challenge myself and put myself out there as well. But that's going to be my event this year. So again, if you guys are in the area, around the Burleigh area, August 17th.
What time's that on? Is that Saturday?
It'll be about 10 a.m. Yeah, I think it's a Saturday.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
I'll
hope
be
to
there.
have you boys there as well and just egging me on. And
I'll have my Bodies by Ben shirt on.
but yeah, guys, I guess other than that, make sure that you get behind your Aussie Olympians. Make sure that you get behind your local NRL teams and our podcast as well.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me. I think that's going to finish us off tonight.
And get around Brouhaha and the
Yes.
locals lager.
Brouhaha, TopSport, all the boys that show us their support and
Show it back to them as well.
100. All right, guys. Until next time. Chee-wee-wee.
Do I have to do Brad's because he's not here?
You're going to have to.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
What's his last one?
Is that it? I think so. I don't know. Love you, Brad.